Something is happening with Fallout 4 right now. Just yesterday, on April 4th, Fallout 4 on Steam was updated with a new depot titled New Vegas 2. Is this it? Is it finally happening? Did Bethesda finally come to their senses and decide to remake or even create additional content around Fallout New Vegas? Well, probably not, but what we're seeing here definitely still is interesting, and something is certainly happening. And one of the interesting components of this is not the only Bethesda game to be getting some updates over the past week. So what is going on here? Well, SteamDB is a website that tracks updates for applications and packages on Steam, aka many of the games on the platform, and when they get database changes. You can see new branches that are added and even when changes are made to released and unreleased games. A depot, like we're looking at here with New Vegas 2, is basically going to be all of the files you download when you download a game off Steam. When you download a game, sometimes you'll download one or multiple depots, like for example, all of the core Fallout 4 files, or also the Italian translation for Fallout 4. And what we're looking at today are some work-in-progress depots. This is pretty common. A lot of game devs do this, where they'll basically upload a work-in-progress version of a future game update or DLC to Steam a bit early for testing or even as a distribution network to other devs. And just yesterday, after years of silence, a new depot was added for Fallout 4, this titled New Vegas 2. But unfortunately, since this is password protected and encrypted, we can't see what is actually being added here. But in all likelihood, what I think is happening is Bethesda's mostly just poking fun at us. So I don't actually think Fallout 4 is about to get a Fallout New Vegas remake or sequel DLC. Instead, I think they're just using a code name for the Fallout 4 next-gen update, or at least probably. Last year, in the middle of one of the many Fallout 25th anniversary articles, Bethesda revealed a new update was on the way for Fallout 4. This would bring performance mode features for high frame rates, quality features for 4K resolution gameplay, bug fixes, and even bonus Creation Club content. So a somewhat familiar next-gen update like many games have gotten, but this one has a bit more, as that bonus Creation Club content line makes it sound like new Creation Club content could be given out for free with this update. There's a bunch of already completed and never released Creation Club items for Fallout 4. We saw the same thing on the Skyrim side, where a bunch of that content came with the Anniversary Edition, so perhaps a smaller set of things is coming to Fallout 4 with this update. So now on that front, perhaps some of this new Creation Club content is Fallout New Vegas themed. With some of the other Creation Club stuff, Bethesda has definitely taken inspiration from their other games, or even not games they developed directly. They have used some of the most iconic things from New Vegas and Fallout 76, and to a lesser degree with Fallout 4, so that wouldn't even be all that crazy. If we do put on our tinfoil hats for a moment and consider that this actually could be something larger around Fallout New Vegas, it still is kind of hard to imagine how it works out. Like, if Bethesda is actually doing a New Vegas remake, why would that be a DLC for Fallout 4? Or even alternatively, if it really is New Vegas 2, a sequel, again, why is it a DLC for Fallout 4? That doesn't really make sense for it to be a depot here. And a separate and perhaps even more plausible tinfoil hat theory is this could be some kind of interesting tie-in with the Fallout TV show. The Fallout TV show recently wrapped filming, we got that officially confirmed, and from some of the set photos we could see an NCR flag. So perhaps Bethesda could be working on some kind of tie-in DLC around the TV show that does involve the NCR or other major things from Fallout New Vegas. In the past, we definitely have heard rumors of a Fallout New Vegas 2 being at least discussed, but this was a very long time ago, and it seems like it was very high-level talks. So in reality, with this New Vegas naming, I honestly just think it's Bethesda poking fun at the community and fans. On the Skyrim side, we've seen some of these depots be named Arrow or Knee. Bethesda clearly likes to have at least a little bit of fun with some of these depot naming, and I think that's what's happening here yet again. Although this definitely is a surefire way to bring a ton of attention to whatever you're uploading. Having something go up with the name New Vegas 2 will almost certainly get a few articles written on it. And at the same time, this is still good news, since they revealed the next-gen update was coming for Fallout 4 back in October of 2022, we have heard nothing. This new depot being uploaded, which is very likely the next-gen update for Fallout 4, does give us an indication that work is progressing, and perhaps the update itself is not even all that far away now. Hopefully, because this was just recently uploaded to Steam, it marks a nice milestone and not that work is only just beginning on the next-gen update. It seems like it'd be a pretty good timing to drop this summer before Starfield takes over all of our lives. Although, as I mentioned a bit earlier in this video, this isn't the only Bethesda game to get an update on Steam recently. I haven't really had a proper video to talk about it, but Skyrim has also been incredibly active on SteamDB for a pretty decent amount of time now. On the Skyrim side, we're actually seeing updates to the depots on an almost daily basis, and at the very least every few days something is normally changed or reconfigured. And one of the interesting parts about this is it's actually not just one depot, but two separate depots that are getting updated, as we're seeing some less frequent updates to the Arrow depot and more frequent updates to the Kahlo depot. Over the past past few months, if you scroll through the history, you'll see Kahlo's been getting far more attention overall, and there were actually several depots uploaded and removed during that same time frame, but these are the last two that remain. A lot of the time when Skyrim has an upcoming update, you will see changes on SteamDB, but most of the time it's really just one depot or another, not multiple being updated in tandem just days apart, or even in some instances they've gotten updates on the same day. The main addition likely coming to Skyrim is that Marketplace update we talked about late last year. This will basically be a new form of paid mods that was rumored and did have a decent amount of evidence around it, which makes a lot of sense. You look at the Minecraft side, they have Minecraft Marketplace where they are making a ton of money by monetizing mod work, and it seems like Skyrim would just be an awesome fit for this. That build titled Marketplace has since been removed and replaced, but as we can see, things are still very active, so I wouldn't be shocked if this is yet another announcement Bethesda will have to make in the next few months. As you'd imagine, they would definitely want this out before Starfield. But speaking of, if you want to learn more about what's going on with Skyrim Marketplace, you can check out my full video on that.